Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Seisanne. Earlier this year I visited Tempe and Scottsdale. Gone through a lot the last year and I really just needed a vacation. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the attractions and some of the gluten-free food options that I got to enjoy while I was there. So without further ado, let's get into the video. My trip started with grabbing Dutch Bros on my way out of Tucson. This coffee shop is pretty popular in Arizona and I knew I wanted it at some point. It made sense to grab a coffee and smoothie for breakfast on my way out of town. First stop on my agenda was IKEA. We don't have one in Tucson, and it's one of the first things you see on the drive into Phoenix. I heard you could get a cheap breakfast here, but they weren't serving any the day that I visited. Back in my senior year of high school, some of my friends and I took a senior ditch day here, and we thought it was the coolest thing ever. And back then, it really was. And I left with a mini haul of some organization items for my house. After that, I stopped for some grass in the grass at this magical secret spot. The next item on the agenda was to have some gluten-free brunch. I used my Find Me Gluten-Free app and found a dedicated bakery called G Jam's Gluten-Free Bakery and Cafe. The thing that I didn't realize before showing up there was that it was one of many restaurants inside the Tempe food court. This is a delivery and pickup only restaurant hall with over 30 different restaurants. It was easy to place my order on the kiosk and pick out what I wanted. I just had to wait a few minutes and I was on my way. They did have some tables where I could eat at the food court, but I wanted to keep moving and seeing new stuff. I chose the bicky and gravy at G Jam since this isn't something that I can find everywhere. I had a second coupon for a different flower shop and wanted to use it while I was already up there. I got a BOGO on these gummies and I even got a free drink. They had some kombucha there. I went to visit Tempe Beach Park and Mill Avenue before checking into my hotel. It was my first time walking around the beach park and I never realized the Phoenix area had this huge body of water. I just kind of stared at it for a while. I continued walking onto Mill Avenue. This is an entertainment hub for ASU students. I realized I hadn't been down here in a few years because a lot of businesses had been opened and closed. I stopped at this ravewear shop on Mill and had a wonderful chat with the cashier. I eventually walked all the way to the end of the avenue and decided to stop in at Mellow Mushroom Pizza. They do offer gluten-free pizza, but I decided to drink one very tasty Ace Mango cider and keep walking around a little bit more before I could check into my hotel. I stayed at the McCormick Resort in Scottsdale because I found a deal for it on Google. I'm so thankful that I found that deal. I ended up getting to go kayaking and I had such a beautiful experience out on the open water. Next stop would be Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. I went here to browse, but I also went to get a bath bomb I could use later at my hotel. Can you guess which bath bomb I chose? For dinner, I ate at Kona Grill's Reverse Happy Hour, and also had some cheap lettuce wrap burgers at Carl's Jr., the latter of which I simply cannot recommend if you have celiac disease like I do. I still managed to go on a beautiful walk early the next morning. And I did this before taking a bath with the lovely bath melt and bath bomb that I got the day before. And here you can see I got the cow bath bomb. It's very cute, very colorful. And before leaving the resort, I took a moment to convene with this very tall, very beautiful tree in the back. Moving on to lunch the second day, here we have a much better option for those with celiac disease in Arizona. This is Picazzo's Healthy Italian Kitchen. I had the lunch slice combo with meatballs and roasted garlic on the pizza, an Italian salad, and a cup of coffee. After that, I stopped at another nearby shopping center, Scottsdale Quarter. This one I've been to before. Here I have a little selfie moment. I got to check out all the fancy shops, and I even enjoyed such a beautiful view from the top of Restoration Hardware up here. This is during the day, just before the evening, but when the sunset hits. There we go. The sunset is one of my most favorite things about living in Arizona. Last stop at Scottsdale Quarter was Cocina. Here I enjoyed a happy hour watermelon margarita and some chips. My last stops was this grocery store that I know from Germany, but I didn't see anything I needed here. Dinner I ate at Can't Stop Smokin' Barbecue in Chandler. Thank you guys for watching my video. I will be listing everything you guys just saw in the description box down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you enjoyed this adventure in Arizona, you can find me anywhere on the internet at seisanne and at seisanne.com. We will see you next time. Thank you.